Good morning, students. Today we are discussing the oxidation and reduction of class 9. We already studied balancing the chemical equation, right? In that, this oxidation and reduction may occur. Let us see, what do you mean by oxidation? What do you mean by reduction? Let us take an example. Magnesium reacting with the chlorine to give the magnesium chloride. Magnesium reacting with the chlorine to form the magnesium chloride. This is the equation. Now, what is the atomic number of magnesium? As you know, it is 12. So, what is the electronic configuration of magnesium? 2, 8, 2, right? And chlorine, what is the atomic number of chlorine? It is 17. So, its electronic configuration will be 2, 8, 7. So, to react or while reacting, magnesium will lose 2 electrons or it will donate 2 electrons. Why? Then in the outermost of the magnesium, it will take the 8 electrons, right? So it is a stable. We studied in the octet rule. So it will donate 2 electron. Donate means what is the charge? That is plus 2. The charge of the magnesium will be plus 2 because it is donating the electron. And the chlorine, we wrote the electronic configuration as 2, 8, 7, right? If to 8 electron in the outermost, what should it do? It will take 1 electron. That means minus 1. Taking the electron or gaining the electron, it will be minus 1, right? So the chlorine will take the minus 1 charge, magnesium will take the plus 2 charge. So in the reactant side, magnesium is there, right? So this magnesium will have the 0 charge. Why? It is in the metal form, right? And this, I told that this magnesium will be donate 2 electron. So in the reactant side, it will be as a magnesium itself. So it will donate 2 electron. That means it will lose 2 electron. That we will represent like this, 2 electron. That is magnesium lost 2 electron. So what happens? Magnesium will get the plus 2 charge, right? So magnesium plus 2. Here magnesium lost 2 electrons. So we can write as Mg plus 2 plus 2 electron. Here magnesium is there in the 0 state. That means it is in the atom state and it will donate 2 electrons, and here Mg got plus 2 charge, right? So the Cl will get the minus 1 charge because to attain 8 electron in its outermost shell, it want 1 electron, so it will accept the 1 electron. So here chloride will accept 1 electron. Chloride will accept 1 electron and it will get the charge minus 1. So 1 chloride atom want 1 electron, here 2 chloride is chloride molecule. So that 2 electron, I am writing 2 here. 1 chloride atom wants 1 electron, here 2 chloride atoms are there, so 2 electrons, it will form the 2 chloride ions. Here magnesium ion is there. So this magnesium and chloride react, that we will get the MgCl2, right? Mg with charge plus 2, Cl with charge minus 1. Magnesium have the +2 charge and chloride will have -1 charge. So here you can see the magnesium have the 0 charge, but here magnesium have the +2 charge. That means here loss of electron occurs. Magnesium will lost to electron, so loss of electron. This loss of electron is called as oxidation. The process where the electron is lost, the process was called as oxidation. In the process where the electron is gained, that was called as reduction. So gain of electron. Here chloride gains the electron and it was called as reduction. This process was called as reduction where the gain of electron occurs. But here magnesium losses the 2 electron, that means loss of electron, that is the oxidation. Magnesium lost the electron, so loss of electron is the process called oxidation and gain of electron is called a reduction. So here 2 electrons are gained by the 2 chloride atoms, so we will get the magnesium chloride as a compound. Here magnesium losses the electron, so this process was called as oxidation. Here chloride gains the electron, so this process is called as reduction. So MgCl2. If in a reaction both oxidation and reduction occurs simultaneously, that is in this reaction magnesium oxidized and chloride reduced. So both the reactions occurring in a reaction. So it was called as redox reaction. If both oxidation and reductions occur in a single reaction, then it was called as redox reaction. Okay, here magnesium lost, right? The magnesium atom losses the electron and this magnesium atom in this reaction called as reducing agent. The atom which losses the electron is called as reducing agent. The atom which gains the electron is called as oxidizing agent. Here magnesium losses the electron, so this magnesium atom is called as reducing agent and chloride gains the electron, so this chloride is called as oxidizing agent. See here the process is oxidation but the atom is reducing agent. The atom is called as reducing agent but the process is oxidation. And here the process is reduction but the chlorine is oxidizing agent. It will be reverse. Remember it, in the oxidation there will be reducing agent but in the reduction there will be a oxidizing agent. In a single reaction, if both oxidation and reduction occurs, then the reaction was called as redox reaction. In this reaction magnesium will be oxidized, chloride will be reduced, right? So this reaction is called as redox reaction. Now you can see the definition in the slide. That is the oxidation is the process of loss of electrons. Reduction is the process of gain of electrons. And the atom which lost electron is called reducing agent. And the atom which gains electron is called the oxidizing agent. Let's take another example. Sodium which was reacting with the chlorine to form the sodium chloride. Here the equation is balanced or not? No, right? Here 2 Cl atoms are there, but here only 1 Cl atom is there. So what we have to do? First we have to balance this equation. Here 1 sodium is there, here 1 sodium is there. There is no problem, but Cl is here. In the reactant side 2 Cl atoms are there, but in the product side only 1 Cl atom is there. So what we have to do? Here we will put the 2, right? But now 2 sodium is there, but here 1 sodium is there. So we have to write 2 here also. So 2 sodium reacts with the chlorine to form the 2 sodium chloride. What is the atomic number of sodium? It is 11, right? So its electronic configuration will be 2, 8, 1, and chlorine have the atomic number 17 and its electronic configuration will be 2, 8, 7. So here you can see 8 electron. Here it will, if you take the 1 electron, it will form the 8, right? So octet rule was followed. So here sodium will lose the 1 electron and chloride will be gain the electron. Loss of electron can be written with +1 and gain of electron can represented by -1. Let us write the oxidation and reduction reaction in this equation. So sodium loses the 1 electron, so +1 electron, and sodium will form sodium +1, right? Sodium, here sodium is in the atom state and here ion, that is 1 electron, it will donate 1 electron, and this donated electron can be gained by the chlorine. So here 1 electron. So what happens? Chloride forms the ion Cl-1. So in this reaction, this is oxidation, because loss of electron is called as oxidation and gain of electron is called as reduction. So this reaction is oxidation, this reaction is reduction. And which is oxidizing agent in this reaction? Chlorine gains 1 electron, so it is a oxidizing agent, and reducing agent will be sodium, because here sodium lost 1 electron and chloride gains 1 electron. So reducing agent will be sodium and oxidizing agent will be chlorine. But reaction, this reaction is oxidation, that is loss of reaction electron will be oxidation, and the atom which loses the electron is called as reducing agent. Here chloride gains the 1 electron, so this reaction is called as reduction, or the process is reduction, but the oxidizing agent is chlorine. The next topic is the oxidation number. The oxidation number of an atom in a molecule is the formal charge present on the atom. Oxidation number of an atom in a molecule in the formal charge assigned on the atom if all the bonds are considered to be ionic. So oxidation number is a formal charge present in any atom present in a compound. Okay, let us consider example. Here sodium chloride. In the sodium +1 charge is there, chloride -1 charge is there. No, so this +1 charge is called as oxidation number. So oxidation number of sodium will be +1 and oxidation number of the chloride will be -1. So what is oxidation number? Oxidation number is the formal charge present in the atom. The atom will be in a molecule. The atom will have a ion, not the atom state. So here sodium, these are the ions, sodium and chloride, these are the ions which combine to form a compound, right? So in the compound, the ions are there. These ions will have a charge, right? So this charge is called as oxidation number. So the formal charge present in an atom if it is in a ionic compound. So oxidation number of sodium here is +1, oxidation number of chloride will be -1. Okay, it should be in the ion state and the compound should be ionic. But as you know, all the compounds are not ionic, right? Here the sodium chloride is ionic, but all the compounds are not ionic. As you seen in the second chapter, when the covalent bond is there, so covalent compounds are also there, right? In the covalent compound, how they are formed? They are formed by the sharing of electrons. The covalent compound are formed by the sharing of electrons, right? In that, how we can find out the oxidation number? Take an example. HCl is a covalent compound. In that, covalent bond is there. That means sharing of electron will be there. So this chloride atom will have highly electronegative, right? Because it is in the 17 group. That you will study in the next chapter. But as you know, in the 17th group, there will be more electronegative. As we consider the electronegative scale, then you can see that chloride will have the highly electronegative and hydrogen will be less electronegative. So in the covalent compound, we will consider the most electronegative atom will acquire or gain the electron. So here hydrogen will lose the electron, so it will get the +1 charge, and chloride will be, hydrogen will be loses the 1 electron and chloride will gain the 1 electron. So in the HCl, hydrogen will loses the 1 electron, chloride will gains the electron. So the oxidation number of hydrogen is +1, oxidation number of chloride will be -1. So this HCl is a covalent compound. What we have to guess the electron are shifted to most electronegative atom. So here hydrogen loses the electron and chloride gains the electron. So this is the one of the rule of oxidation number. So another one, the some atoms will be in the molecule form, right? H2, O2 or N2. These are the some examples. So in that, what is the oxidation number? The oxidation number will be 0, because in the O2 molecule 2 oxygen atoms are there, but these oxygen atoms are not the ions, they are the in the atom form itself, they are not ions. So that this oxygen atom will not have any oxidation number, so the oxidation number will be 0. The atoms which are in the molecule form will have the oxidation number 0. This is the second rule of oxidation number. And these are the compounds, right? H2SO4, HNO3, sulfuric acid, nitric acid, MnO2, manganese dioxide. These are the some compounds. This compound as a whole, it do not have any charge, right? So the charge will be 0. This hydrogen and oxygen may have any charge, but if you add the charges, if you add the charge of hydrogen, charge of sulfur, charge of oxygen, it will be 0. The charge of the constant atom present in a compound, the sum will be 0. The sum of the oxidation number of atoms present in a compound will be 0. This is the third rule of oxidation number. Let us see one by one. First is the oxidation number. Oxidation number of an atom in a molecule is the formal charge assigned on the atom if all the bonds in the substance are considered to be ionic. And let us see rules one by one. The first rule is oxidation number of an atom in a covalent compound is found out by assuming that the electron pair is shifted to the more electronegative atom. The oxidation number of an atom in a molecule of an element will be 0 as the electrons are shared equally between the atoms. The sum of the oxidation numbers of the constant atoms in a molecule will be 0. These are the some rules to assign the oxidation number. Let us take an example. Hydrogen react with the chlorine to form the HCl, hydrogen chloride. So, in the hydrogen, 2 atoms are there. So, this hydrogen will have the 0 charge, right? Because the in a molecule, the atoms are in the atomic state, not in the ionic state, not ion. Here hydrogen is not ion, so this H2 will have the 0 oxidation number, and Cl2 also will have the 0 oxidation number because it is also a molecule. So here HCl is there. How this compound is formed? Hydrogen will lose the 1 electron. It is a covalent bond, but to find the oxidation number, we are considering the electrons are shifted to the more electronegative atom. So here chloride is more electronegative atom, hydrogen is less electronegative atom. So hydrogen will be loses the electron, chloride will gains the electron. So hydrogen takes the here 0 state, but in the product side it will take the +1 charge, and here product side, reactant side, chloride will have 0 oxidation state, but in the product side chloride will have -1 charge. That is, the chloride atom here gained 1 electron and hydrogen loses the 1 electron. So HCl is formed. So as earlier we studied, hydrogen loses the electron. That means the process is oxidation. This process is called as oxidation. Here chloride gains the electron and forms the ion. This will be reduction. This equation will be like Cl2 plus 2 electron forms the 2Cl minus. So this is the reduction. Here gain of electron occurs. Gain of electron. Here loss of electron. So this is the oxidation process and this is the reduction process where gain of electron is there. We can find out a reaction whether it is a oxidation or a reduction. There is another method by looking the oxidation number. Here oxidation number is 0 for the hydrogen in the reactant side, but in the product side it is +1, right? The hydrogen will have the +1 charge. So here oxidation number was increased from 0 to +1, but in the chloride, in the reactant side, the oxidation number is 0, but in the product side oxidation number is -1. So what is this? Here decreases for hydrogen, increases for chloride, decreases, right? So if the oxidation number is increased, then the process is called as oxidation. If the oxidation number is increased, then the process will be oxidation. If the oxidation number is reduced, then it is reduction. Here you can see 0 to -1 decreased, but here 0 to +1, that is increased. So oxidation number is increased means there the reaction will be oxidation. If the oxidation number decreased, then it will be reduction. So in this reaction, which is the oxidizing agent, which is the reducing agent? H2, the process is the oxidation, but the it is reducing agent. This H2 is reducing agent because it is loses the electron, but chloride is oxidizing agent. It gains electron from the hydrogen. So Cl2, chlorine is oxidizing agent, H2 is reducing agent. Zinc reacting with the hydrogen chloride, which forms the zinc chloride and hydrogen gas. Let us see the oxidation number of atoms present in this reaction. So here zinc will have the 0 charge because it is in its atomic state. And next is the HCl. It is a molecule, right, or it is a compound. So hydrogen will have the, what is the charge? +1, and chloride will have -1 charge, right? So here in the product side, zinc will have +2 charge. Why? Here zinc donates 2 electron to the chlorine to form the zinc chloride. So here chlorine gains the 2 electron. One chloride atom will take 1 electron, another chloride atom take another electron. So totally 2 electrons are gained by this chlorine. So one chlorine atom will have -1 charge, and this hydrogen will have 0. Here zinc, let us see the oxidation number. Zinc have the 0 oxidation number here, but here zinc have +2 oxidation number. So what happens for the zinc? Here zinc was oxidized. That means its oxidation number is increased. So it is oxidized. Here you can see the hydrogen. It have the +1, but here 0. Right? So it is reduction or reduced. The process is called as reduction, but the hydrogen is reduced from the +1 to 0, right? But chloride have same charge in both. So here zinc will oxidize. That means oxidation process occurs for the zinc. For hydrogen reduced, that means reduction process is occurred. So here, which is the oxidizing agent? As you know, hydrogen is oxidizing agent, but here hydrogen is in the compound. So HCl we take as a oxidizing agent, and zinc will be reducing agent, because here zinc loses the 2 electron, but hydrogen gains the 1 electron. So the HCl will be oxidizing agent, zinc will be reducing agent. Zinc loses the electron, hydrogen gains the electron, but here hydrogen is in the compound form, so whole compound we will take as a oxidizing agent. Next topic is method of determining oxidation number. In a compound, how we can find out a oxidation number? Before going to that, we should know some oxidation number of some elements or some atoms. Here I wrote some atoms and their oxidation number. Okay, this you will know, and from this we should find out the oxidation number of others in a compound. So sum should be learned by you. Sum of we can find out by using a formula. I will discuss later it. Okay, here hydrogen will have the oxidation number +1, sodium will have +1, calcium +2, magnesium +2, chlorine -1, oxygen -2, fluorine -1, iodine -1. These are the some atoms and their oxidation numbers. Let us see a compound, that is H2SO4, sulfuric acid. In this, how we can find out the oxidation number of sulfur? Because hydrogen we know it is +1, oxygen -2, but the sulfur we don't know. How we can find out? So oxidation number of hydrogen is +1, right? Oxidation number of oxygen is -2, but the oxidation number of sulfur we don't know. We will take it as a X. So let us find out this X. How we can find out? For that, in this, how many hydrogen atoms are there? 2, right? So 2 into, what is the charge of the or oxidation number of hydrogen? It is +1. 2 into +1. Put a square bracket to identify. Okay. Plus X. Here sulfur is there. For that we are writing X. We don't know. Okay. Let us put a plus and open the square bracket. Next will be the oxygen, right? How many oxygen atoms are there? 4 oxygen atoms are there. So 4 into, what is the oxidation number of oxygen? It is -2. So put a square bracket. Okay. Equal to 0. Why this equal to 0? While learning the rules of oxidation number, we learn that in a compound, if you add the oxidation number of constant atoms, it will be 0, right? So here we are writing the 0. Okay. So how we can write this one? By using the how many atoms are there and them oxidation number. Here 2 hydrogen atoms are there. So 2 into oxidation number of hydrogen, that is +1, and plus X. We don't know the oxidation number of sulfur. So we are taking as X, plus how many oxygen atoms are there? 4 are there. So we wrote 4 here. 4 into, what is the oxidation number of oxygen? It is -2. So let us simplify it. As you know, it is mass. Okay. So 2 into +1, that is +2, plus X plus 4 into -2. How many? -8, right? So equal to 0. So -8 plus 2. How much? X minus 6. Okay. It is 0. -8 plus 2. From the 8 we are decreasing the 2 numbers. So we will get the 6 and the charge is from here. So -6. So here X minus 6 equal to 0. So X equal to, taking this 6 from this side of to the next side. So you will get the +6. Taking 6 to the other side of equal. So from here -6 and this will be +6. So X equal to +6. X means what? Oxidation number of sulfur. So we got the, it is +6. So oxidation number of sulfur in H2SO4 will be +6. Let us take another compound, Mn2O3. So here, what is the oxidation number of oxygen? We know it is -2. Let us find out. Okay, how many manganese atoms are there? 2 atoms are there. 2 into manganese we don't know. So take it as X plus, how many oxygen atoms are there? 3 oxygen atoms are there. 3 into, what is the oxidation number of oxygen? It is -2. So write in the bracket equal to 0. So 2 into X, 2X plus 3 into -2 -6 equal to 0. So 2X minus 6 equal to 0. Taking 6 to the other side, you will get the 2X equal to +6. So X equal to +6 by 2 will be +3. So value of X is the +3. That means oxidation number of manganese in in this compound will be plus 3. So this is the method of determining of oxidation number. Taking it as a x. If you don't know the oxidation number of any atom, take it as x and take oxidation number of other atoms and write a equation like this and solve it. You will get the value of x and it will be the oxidation number of that atom. Or if you take manganese as a x, you will get the x equal to plus 3. That means plus 3 is the oxidation number of this manganese. As you know, all the ions will have a charge, right? Plus 3. Here we got manganese as a plus 3. So this plus 3 as itself a oxidation number of that atom. So the charge and oxidation number will be equal. If you take any other example, H plus 1, the formal charge itself, its oxidation number. Learn it. In the exam they will definitely give a compound and tell to you to find out the oxidation number of any of the atom present in that compound. Okay. In today's class we studied the oxidation, reduction and the oxidation number and how we can find out the oxidation number or the method of determining the oxidation number of an atom present in a molecule. Learn it well. Thank you.